Hello everyone, this is Rebecca from Papeterie Schwa, and I'm here with a DIY tutorial. This is how to make fake vellum. This is just one way to do it that I'm going to demonstrate. So the first thing you need is a hot iron, as hot as it will go, and keep your fingers and arms out of the way. I have a few burn scars from over the years. The other thing you'll need is a piece of parchment paper, and then you'll need something printed out on just regular copy paper. These are 4 images from some digitals that I'll have for sale here in the very near future. So you'll need something. It would be best if whatever you do is in black and white. That works better. I have found, at least for the ink that I use on my printer, between the heat of the iron and the wax, which is what we're going to be using, is candle wax, pulls some of the color out, and everything so far that I've tried in color that has yellow in it, it pulls the yellow out and like washes it away. So keep that in mind if you want to try something in color. If you have a different printer or use different ink, you might have a different result. But I like the black and white look anyway, so that's what I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is just rip one of these to use as a demonstration. And then I'll use them in a journal piece or a piece of ephemera one day soon, I hope. Alright, so that's that. So it don't matter if you do it face up or face down. It doesn't matter one bit whatsoever. But what you want to do is just take some small pieces of wax, and what I like to do is put a little bit in the middle and then just a little bit on either corner, like so. And if the wax cooperates with you, you'll get sort of an equal amount all the way around. If it doesn't, then just keep trying, I guess. Break it into smaller pieces so that you get sort of the same. Okay, then the next thing you want to do is just fold your parchment over. What your parchment does is it contains the wax. It doesn't harm the parchment. There we go. And it keeps it from spilling out if you use a big enough piece. So basically you just take your iron. This is a craft iron. I use it for nothing but crafts. And you just put it, and you can feel it sinking down as the wax melts. And then you just kind of rub it back and forth. You can see that the wax is basically almost melted already. Just do that a couple of times, pushing the wax around until you can see that all of it is saturated. I have one small spot here, so I'm going to push some over that away. Okay, now it's all saturated. So you can pull that right up, move your... I meant to get a whole piece of a paper towel, but I had this laying right here. So it dries, or not dries, but goes back cold almost immediately, but it's going to be pretty much laden with wax. So what I like to do And usually I have a bigger piece of paper towel, but like I said, I forgot to bring one in here, so this is one I had. So you just want to take a piece of paper towel and put it between it. Run your iron over it a few times to get the wax heated back up and let it absorb the excess. So you just do that for, half a minute or so, or until you can feel that it's a little thinner and more. See, like now, all the little before I did this, you couldn't see it really, but you could feel just a little bit of a lumpiness almost because of the different levels or thicknesses of the wax. But right now everything is smooth as it can be. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Now I will say this: there's various ways of doing it. I've seen people using matte spray paint. I spray paint a lot of stuff. I paint, flower pots and, terracotta pots and stuff like that. And that's not anything I would recommend. Honestly, I wouldn't. But you can also use baby oil. Now, I have tried baby oil, and it does do a really good job. You get the same result, and it smells good, if you like that smell. But the oil, no matter how much that you do this procedure here to take off the excess, it will always be oily because the oil does not revert back to its previous state, whereas the wax does. So this will not come off unless you get this, whatever you put it in extreme high temperatures, and the likelihood of that is, probably slim to none unless you live out in the Southwest or something and leave it outside. That might change it. But anyway, I prefer the wax method over anything that I have tried thus far. So if you want to try your fake vellum, let me here's a little something that I was working on a while back. So there you can see that through it good enough for me. For anything that I would want to do with vellum paper, it works good enough for me. So, thank you all very much for watching. Go out, print you off some black and white images, whatever that you want to use in your projects. Just make sure they're copyright free. And have a go at it, and you can make all kinds of things with it. I do have a project coming up. It'll be about 2 weeks away, where I used some fake vellum to make a pocket. So that's an upcoming project for like 2 weeks from now. So thank you all very much for watching, and have a good day, and I'll see you again very soon.